Welcome back, focused learners. The JLPT N5 exam is rapidly approaching. And look, let's be totally honest. Tackling kanji can feel kind of overwhelming sometimes. But today, we're going to completely demystify it in this explainer. Our goal is super simple and highly focused. We're going to master a foundational, carefully curated list of 11 kanji characters directly from our source material. By the end of this, you are going to feel incredibly confident about these essential building blocks. Okay, let's dive into this. The urgency is definitely real, and the exam is nearing. But hey, there is absolutely no need to panic. Our source data provides us with the rock-solid foundation you need to tackle this upcoming test. We aren't going to look at hundreds of random characters today. Instead, we're going to laser focus on a specific, targeted list of 11 N5 level kanji that are basically guaranteed to help secure your grasp on the Japanese language basics.
To make this a breeze, we've broken the source data down into 5 thematic sections. 1. The N5 exam nears. 2. Counting and currency. 3. Nature and elements. 4. Opposites and actions. And 5. Mastering your readings. Let's get right into it.
Section 1, the N5 exam nears. Okay, before we actually look at the characters, we really need to get onyomi and kunyomi straight. Simply put, onyomi refers to the Chinese-derived readings, while kunyomi refers to the native Japanese readings. As we go through each character today, I want you to pay close attention to both columns. Sometimes a character has multiple readings in one category, and sometimes, as you'll see very shortly, it might be missing one altogether.
Moving right along to Section 2, Counting and Currency.
10,000. Yep. Today, using our source data, you aren't just going to learn how to count to 10. We're actually going to cover how to represent 100, 1,000, and all the way up to 10,000. It's like a giant puzzle, so let's see how these characters stack up.
And this brilliantly illustrates the progression of scale. So the kanji for 100 is read as hyaku, byaku, or pyaku. Stepping up a scale, we hit 1,000, which has the onyomi readings sen or zen, and the kunyomi reading chi. Finally, we reach 10,000, which is read as man or ban. Seeing this mathematical progression logically laid out like this really makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Now, here is a massive pro tip for your test prep. Sometimes what's missing is literally just as important as what's there. Notice the blank spaces? Neither 100 nor 10,000 have a kunyomi reading listed in our source data. It's just dashes. This means you only have to memorize the onyomi readings. Haku, bakyu, pyaku for 100, and man, ban for 10,000. That is way less mental heavy lifting for you. Naturally, when we talk about big numbers, we start thinking about commerce, right? So let's connect numbers to money. The kanji for yen or round has the onyomi en and the kunyomi marui. Paired with that is the kanji for money itself. Its onyomi readings are kin or kan, and the kunyomi is kane. Linking the concept of scale directly to currency is just a fantastic way to cement these characters into your memory. Let's take a quick breather and shift to Section 3, Nature and Elements. I just absolutely love how elegant these two characters are when contrasted side by side. First, we have the kanji for flower. Its onyomi is ka, and its kunyomi is hana or bana. Now look at the essential element of water. Its onyomi is sui, and its kunyomi is mizu. By pairing a physical object in nature, like a delicate flower, with the element it literally needs to survive, water, you're creating this powerful visual association. It makes recalling their readings, ka, hana, sui, mizu, so much more intuitive. Let's move to and see how this builds. Section 4, Opposites and Actions. Learning things in total isolation is hard, but learning through dichotomy, that is a real game changer. Here, we're explicitly pitting the kanji for big, large, against small, little. For big, the onyomi is dai, or tai, and the kunyomi is oki. For small, the onyomi is sho, or ko, and the kunyomi is chisai. Look at the shapes of the characters themselves. Seeing these absolute opposites side by side literally locks the memory in place by defining one character directly against the meaning of the other. We're keeping that theme of conceptual pairings going here, but this time, let's swap to actions. We have the action of beginning, to born, or to be born. The readings are pretty robust here. Onyomi is sei, or sho, and kunyomi is umu, or umareru. Then we have a spatial action, to enter. Its onyomi is nu, and its kunyomi is hairu. Seriously, pay close attention to pronouncing these carefully to yourself. These action verbs are incredibly common in everyday Japanese, making them absolute must-knows for the N5. And finally, Section 5, Mastering your readings. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this is the exact unedited source table we started with today. Take a second and really look at it. Just a few minutes ago, this might have looked like this huge, intimidating block of text, but look at how much you've successfully absorbed just by breaking the information down. You can spot flour and water, right? You recognize the opposites of big and small, you see the scale of numbers from 100 to 10,000, and the currency of yen and money. You even know exactly why there are blank spaces in the kunyomi columns for 100 and 10,000. You've completely decoded the whole shebang. Awesome job. Which brings us to our final thought. The exam is nearing, so are your N5 kanji ready? You now have a foolproof visual framework for these 11 foundational characters. I really encourage you to replay this explainer, pause on the tables, and practice those onyomi and kunyomi readings out loud as many times as you need. When you step into that exam room, these characters aren't just going to be random lines on a page anymore. They'll be familiar concepts. Keep studying, stay super focused, and I'll see you in the next explainer.